The secret to speaking English in 30 days. A journey begins. Hello, my dear students. My name is Mr. Langston, but you can call me Mr. L. I've been teaching English for over 30 years, and let me tell you a secret. Learning English in just 30 days is not a dream. It's a goal you can reach if you know the right steps. You may think, 30 days? Is that even possible? Well, let me share a story with you, a story of a young woman named Sophia. This story is real, and it will inspire you to believe in yourself and take the first step toward speaking English fluently. Sophia's Story. Sophia was 26 years old and worked at a small bakery in her hometown. She was a kind and hard-working girl, but she had a big problem. She couldn't speak English. Every time a tourist walked into her shop, she panicked. Once, an American customer asked her for a chocolate croissant. She didn't understand and nervously handed him a loaf of bread instead. The man looked confused and said, "No, no, chocolate croissant." Sophia's face turned red. She felt embarrassed and helpless. That night, she sat in her room, looking at herself in the mirror and said, "I can't do this anymore. I need to learn English." But Sophia had no idea where to start. She thought it was impossible. One day, something magical happened. A regular customer, Mrs. Alvarez, overheard Sophia trying to explain something to another tourist. Mrs. Alvarez smiled and said, "Sophia, I can help you. My son learned English in just 1 month. Would you like to know his secret?" Sophia's eyes widened. 1 month? How? She asked eagerly. Mrs. Alvarez leaned closer and whispered, "The secret is simple. You need 3 things: commitment, a good plan, and the courage to make mistakes." From that day forward, Sophia's life changed. She followed a simple yet powerful method, and within 30 days, she could confidently greet customers, take orders, and even have small conversations in English. She wasn't perfect, but she didn't need to be. She was understood, and that was enough. Your journey starts here now. I know what you're thinking. If Sophia can do it, can I? The answer is yes. In this story, I'm going to guide you step by step, just like Sophia's journey. You will learn how to break down your fears, practice every day, and make English a part of your life. By the end of this 30-day adventure, you will surprise yourself and maybe even your friends by speaking English with confidence. Are you ready to begin? Let's take that first step together. Remember, every great journey begins with a single word. Say it with me. Hello. Techniques and strategies. A teacher's wisdom. Now that we've started this journey together, let me share the tools that will help you succeed. These are not just techniques. They're lessons I've learned over the years from students who were just like you. Day 1. Building your foundation. The first step is always the hardest, but also the most important. On day 1, focus on the most basic and useful words. I always tell my students, if you know 100 essential words, you can survive. If you know 500, you can live comfortably. But if you know 1,000, you can conquer the world. One of my students, Nikolai, once came to class saying, "Mr. L, I can't remember words." I laughed and said, "Nikolai, do you remember your best friend's phone number?" He nodded. "Of course." "Then you can remember words. You just need to treat them like your friends." Here's how to do it. Write down 10 simple words like hello, goodbye, yes, no, please, thank you, water, food, help, happy. Say them out loud 5 times each. Use them in simple sentences. For example, hello, my name is Sazbi. Can I have water, please? Repeat them throughout the day. Trust me, by bedtime those words will feel like old friends. Day 2. Mastering simple sentences. Now that you know some words, it's time to connect them. When I was a young teacher, I had a student named Hannah. She was shy, but she had a clever strategy. Every day, she learned one question and one answer. By the end of the month, she could have full conversations. For example, learn to say, "How are you?" and reply, "I'm fine, thank you." Practice other simple exchanges like, "What's your name?" "My name is Hannah." Write these sentences in a notebook and don't just read them. Speak them. Imagine you're talking to a friend. Or better yet, talk to yourself in the mirror. I promise it works. Day 3. Listening. Like a baby. Listening is the secret to speaking well. Babies don't start by reading books. They listen. I remember a funny incident with a student named Marco. He said, "Mr. L, I watched an English movie last night, but The secret to speaking English in 30 days. Overcoming obstacles. "Mr. L, I didn't understand anything," Marco exclaimed. I laughed and said, "Marco, were you expecting to understand everything on day 3? Start small. Here's what you should do. Listen to short, simple audio clips or watch cartoons with subtitles. Don't try to understand every word. Focus on the sounds and rhythm. Repeat what you hear, even if it feels silly. Mimic the way they speak." One of my favorite resources is the song Head, Shoulders, Knees, and Toes. It's fun, easy, and teaches vocabulary and pronunciation at the same time. Day 4. Taming the grammar monster. Ah, grammar, the word that scares so many students. Let me tell you a secret. Grammar doesn't have to be perfect to communicate. Once, a student named Aiko asked me, "Mr. L, what if I say, 'I go yesterday,' instead of, 'I went yesterday'?" I smiled and said, "Aiko, they will still understand you. The important thing is to try." Here's how to handle grammar. Focus on one simple rule each day. For example, today, learn how to say, "I am," "you are," "he," "she is." Use them in sentences. "I am happy." "You are my friend." "She is a teacher." Practice until it feels natural. Mistakes are part of the process, so don't let them stop you. Day 5 and beyond. Practice, practice, practice. Learning English is like planting a garden. You have to water it every day. Speak every day. Here's how. Find a language partner or talk to yourself. Yes, even your pet can be a great listener. Write a journal every night. Write 2 to 3 sentences about your day in English. For example, today was a good day. I learned 10 new words. I am happy. Review what you learn. Repetition is the key to memory. The power of consistency. I once had a student named Ahmed who struggled with staying consistent. He would study for 3 days, then stop for a week. One day, I asked him, "Ahmed, do you eat only 3 times a week?" He laughed and said, "Of course not." "Well," I said, "your brain needs food every day too. English is your brain's new meal. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to try. Speak loudly, laugh at your mistakes, and enjoy the process." Challenges and solutions. Turning obstacles into opportunities. Learning English in 30 days sounds exciting, doesn't it? But let's be honest, every journey has its challenges. As your guide, I'm here to help you face them head on and turn them into stepping stones toward success. Challenge 1. Fear of making mistakes. The problem. Many students are terrified of speaking because they fear making mistakes. They think people will laugh at them or judge their imperfect grammar or pronunciation. I had a student named M from South Korea. He was brilliant at writing but refused to speak in class. One day, I asked him why. He said, "If I speak, I will make mistakes, and everyone will laugh at me." I smiled and told him a story about myself. When I was learning French, I once asked for a toilet in a restaurant instead of a table. The waiter laughed, but he also politely corrected me. I learned, and I never made that mistake again. The solution. Change your mindset. Understand that mistakes are part of learning. Think of them as tiny teachers showing you the way to improvement. Start small. Practice speaking alone first. Talk to yourself in the mirror or record your voice. Speak with a trusted friend or family member who won't judge you. Laugh at yourself. If you make a funny mistake, laugh and move on. For example, MJ once said, "I eat my homework," instead of, "I do my homework." We all laughed, and so did he. Now, he's one of the most confident speakers I know. Challenge 2. Lack of time. The problem. Life is busy. You have work, family, and responsibilities. Finding time to study English can feel impossible. A student named Layla worked 2 jobs and still managed to learn English. When I asked her how, she said, "I use my hidden time." I was curious and asked her to explain. The solution: use hidden time. Layla practiced English during her commute. She listened to podcasts, repeated phrases, and even practiced vocabulary while waiting in line at the grocery store. Set micro goals. Instead of trying to study for an hour, aim for 10 minutes. Learn 5 new words, listen to a short video, or write 1 sentence in English. Make it fun. Combine English with activities you already enjoy. For example, watch your favorite movie with English subtitles or listen to English songs while cooking. Remember, consistency is more important than long study sessions. 10 minutes every day is better than 2 hours once a week. Challenge 3. Forgetting what you learn. The problem. You study a new word today, and by tomorrow, it's gone from your memory. This is frustrating and makes many students feel like giving up. Ahmed, one of my students, once came to class looking defeated. "Mr. L," he said, "I learned 20 new words yesterday, but today I only remember 5. Am I too old to learn English?" I told Ahmed, "Your brain is like a garden. If you plant a seed and walk away, it will die. But if you water it every day, it will grow strong." The solution: use repetition. Review new words every day. Write them down, say them out loud, and use them in sentences. For example, I am happy today. This book makes me happy. Learn in context. Instead of memorizing single words, learn them in phrases or sentences. For example, instead of just learning run, learn, I like to run every morning. Teach someone else. When you explain a new word to someone else, it sticks in your memory. Even if you teach your pet or a stuffed animal, it works. Challenge: comparing yourself to others. The problem: you see someone else speaking English fluently and you feel discouraged. You think, why can't I be like them? A student named Fatima once compared herself to her friend Maria, who spoke English confidently. Fatima said, "I feel like I'm so far behind. I'll never catch up." I told her, "Fatima, don't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 10. Maria was once where you are now. Focus on your own journey." The solution: track your progress. Keep a journal of your achievements. Write down every new word you learn, every sentence you speak, and every milestone you reach. Celebrate small wins. Did you order coffee in English today? Amazing. Did you learn how to say thank you? Fantastic. Celebrate these victories. Stay positive. Remember, everyone learns at their own pace. As long as you're moving forward, you're succeeding. Challenges are not roadblocks. They are opportunities to grow. Embrace them, and remember you are not alone. I'm here to guide you, and every mistake, every forgotten word, and every busy day is part of your success story. Now, let's take on tomorrow together. What challenge will you conquer today? Daily practice. Small steps, big results. Success in learning English doesn't come from huge, complicated tasks. It's the small, consistent daily exercises that make the biggest difference. Let me guide you through a practical and fun 7-day plan with clear examples for beginners. These exercises are simple, effective, and take only 15 to 20 minutes a day. Day 1. Learning basic words. Focus. Build your vocabulary with simple, everyday words. Exercise. Write 5 common words in your notebook. Apple, water, chair, happy, book. Say them out loud 5 times each. Use each word in a simple sentence. I eat an apple. I drink water. I sit on a chair. I am happy. I read a book. Extra tip. Label things around your house with sticky notes in English. For example, put a note on your door that says door, or on your bed that says bed. Every time you see the word, say it out loud. Day 2. Practicing simple sentences. Focus. Combine basic words into sentences. Exercise. Practice these sentences. I am a student. This is my bag. The apple is red. I like books. Repeat each sentence 3 times. Stand in front of a mirror and say the sentences while looking at yourself. Example. Dialogue. You. Hello, my name is Sarah. What is your name? You. Nice to meet you. Extra tip. Record your voice while practicing. Listen to it and notice how you sound. Don't worry about being perfect. Day 3. Listening. Practice. Focus. Improve pronunciation and understanding through listening. Exercise. Choose a short English audio clip or video for beginners. Listen carefully and write down 3 new words you hear. Pause the audio and repeat the sentences out loud. Example. Sentence from a video. The cat is on the table. It is a sunny day. Extra tip. If you don't understand a word, don't panic. Focus on the rhythm and sound. Understanding will come with time. Day 4. Asking and answering questions. Focus. Practice forming and answering basic questions. Exercise. Memorize these common questions. What is your name? How are you? Where are you from? What do you like to do? Answer them in complete sentences. My name is Ali. I am fine, thank you. I am from India. I like to play football. Example. Dialogue. You. What is your favorite color? You. I like blue too. Extra. Tip. If you don't have a partner, use a stuffed animal or talk to your pet. Day 5. Reading practice. Focus. Learn grammar and sentence structure through reading. Exercise. Read a short paragraph. This is my house. It is small but nice. There is a garden with flowers. I like my house very much. Circle any words you don't know and look them up in a dictionary. Read the paragraph again, but this time, try to read it smoothly. Extra tip. Start with children's books or beginner-level stories. They are easy to understand and often include pictures. Day 6. Writing practice. Focus. Organize your thoughts in English through writing. Exercise. Write a few sentences about your day. For example, today I woke up at 7 a.m. I ate breakfast. I went to work. It was a good day. Check your sentences for mistakes and rewrite them if needed. Extra tip. Use a simple diary to track your progress. Write just 2 to 3 sentences daily. Day 7. Review and practice. Speaking focus. Put everything together. Exercise. Review the words, sentences, and questions you learned this week. Have a mini conversation with a friend or family member. Example. Dialogue. You. Hello, how are you? Friend. I'm fine, thank you. How are you? You. I'm good, thank you. You. Hello, how are you? Friend. I am fine. How are you? You. I am good. What do you like to do? Friend. I like to watch movies. You. Me too. Extra tip. If you don't have someone to practice with, record your conversation on your phone. Pretend you're talking to a new friend. Daily practice doesn't have to be boring or difficult. Keep it simple, make it fun, and enjoy the process. Remember, learning English is not about perfection. It's about progress. So, which exercise will you start with today? Let's make this journey exciting, one day at a time. The final key to your success. Congratulations, my friend. You've just unlocked the most powerful secret to learning English: simplicity and action. The methods we've explored together are not complicated. They don't require expensive tools or endless hours. All they need is your commitment to take small, consistent steps every day. Let me share one more story before we part ways. It's about a student named Elena. She was 40 years old and thought it was too late for her to learn English. She was nervous and doubted herself every step of the way. But Elena did one thing that changed everything. She started anyway. She began with small goals. On day 1, she learned 5 new words. The next day, she practiced saying simple sentences to her reflection in the mirror. Some days were harder than others, but she didn't give up. After just 1 month, Elena could hold a short conversation at her favorite coffee shop. 6 months later, she was working in a job that required her to speak English with customers daily. Do you see the magic? The secret to her success wasn't talent or luck. It was action every single day. The power of starting today. Now, I want to ask you a question. What's stopping you from starting today? Is it fear? Let me tell you, fear is just a shadow. It disappears when you face it. Is it lack of time? Remember, even 10 minutes a day can create miracles if you stay consistent. When you wake up tomorrow, will you still be wishing to speak English fluently, or will you take the first step toward making that wish come true? Your first step. Open your notebook. Write down one goal for today. Say this sentence out loud. I can do this. English is my friend. Take a deep breath and begin. Remember, perfection is not the goal. Progress is. Every word you learn, every sentence you practice, brings you closer to your dream. A final message from Mr. L. You have everything you need to succeed. You are capable. You are strong. You are ready. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because that moment is now. I'll be here cheering for you, and I can't wait to hear your success story one day. Imagine yourself 30 days from now, confidently speaking English and feeling proud of how far you've come. So, my friend, take that first step. Open your notebook, say your first sentence, and remember, the journey to fluency starts with a single word. Let's begin together. Today is your day.